What's good, guys? Welcome back to a June manga reading log. I have a handful of novels and some manga to go through. And this time I'm actually on time, somewhat. It's only the 2nd of July, so I don't know how it is with these kinds of things, but let's get the novels out of the way and then we'll do the manga afterwards. So starting off, I finished Red Rising and I really enjoyed this. The reading of this was inspired by some other reading I did earlier in the month, but I did the audiobook and physically reading mix, so I mean the audiobook really grew on me, but this was amazing. It's like Hunger Games, but more brutal and more it's weird to say that it's more science fiction-y than Hunger Games, as that's also science fiction, but this was a great pickup. If you like a high-paced action series, it's not super long or anything, so it's a quick read, but it was like high octane from the get-go, and amazing characters, and the main character really grows on you with time, and then I've just started the second book and that's even better than this. Here he seems like this unstoppable like force of nature, but in the second book he becomes more like down to earth. His image like shatters at certain points, but this was highly recommended. So great read. And I already mentioned Hunger Games, so I revisited Pan Am with the audiobook for the Hunger Games read by, what's her name? Tatiana Maslany, the She-Hulk actress, and she did an amazing job on the audiobooks. Gotta say, these new paperback editions are beautiful, but I would recommend doing the audiobook because she did a wonderful job with that, and I literally couldn't stop listening to it. I listened to it in like 2 weeks, all 3 books. Might listen to the prequel, but might wait for the movie. I'm not really sure. I'm excited to see what the prequel book brings to the overall world of Pan Am. And the last novel I checked out, Rascal Does Not Dream of Petite Devil Kohai. If you like the first novel, you'll like the second novel, and you like all the subsequent novels. It seems it's just more of the same, really. Nice little release from Yen On, so Yen Press audiobook imprint. And I did not know there's like a little poster, which is cool. That's nice. But yeah, audiobook for that's amazing too. But if you don't really dig audiobooks, these books are so short that you can knock them out in one sitting. Alright, now for the manga. First up, we have Volume 4 of Gunbird Girls. I did not know this was the final volume. I thought this was at least a bit longer, but no, it's only 4 volumes. Would not recommend picking it up unless you have some extra money to spend on a dumb, horny, high fantasy series with vampires, and yeah, it's not that good. It makes sense why it got cancelled. Next up is a fantastic series, though, is Kimono Jihan, put out by 7 Seas. This is also covered in the anime, so if you're unsure if you want to pick this up, check the anime. This is probably the weakest of the 5 volumes out by now, but you know, your story can't be all 10 out of 10s, but this was decent. It was still good. Some great character growth and some more mystery added to the plot. Next up was one of my most disappointing reads this month, which is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 19. This was just whack, like super fucking stupid. I do not like any of the new characters in the Culling games. I don't know, I'm just not with the hype for this one. Let's see, did I write anything down when I finished? Yeah, I said, what the fuck, the Culling games are so fucking wacko. I'm not feeling this arc, so hopefully it gets better, but yeah, if not, then Jujutsu Kaisen just might not be my tea anymore. Spy Family 9, I am over this series. I need something to happen. I need like I need something to develop. Like, there's been no development in 9 volumes. I'm just, with the wait between every volume and just the extreme amount of hype I see on Twitter for the series, I'm just not feeling it. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm still going to be picking them up because I am invested at this point, but I am highly disappointed with this series so far. Next up is a series that I'm actually really enjoying, Blue Box 3 and 4. If you like the first 2 volumes, these will be right up your alley. Can't wait for volume 5 to come out. Really excited for that. But it's a cute little read. It doesn't feel like it fits in Shonen Jump, but I guess it caught a niche at the right time. It reminds me more of shoujo than other shonen series that is already in the Shonen Jump magazine, but it's not a bad thing. But it's just, I'm just surprised that it's been doing as well as it has in that specific magazine. Maybe it could have fit better in Shonen Sunday. That seems to be the more experimental magazine of the two, but you know what? If it's successful, then good for it. I'm just surprised. That's all. Undead Unlock volumes 8 through 11. How in the hell did this win manga manga of the year in that fucking live stream show thingy? It's okay, but it's not fantastic. I mean, maybe I'm just not gotten to the point where it's great, but if you're 11 volumes in and it's just okay, then I don't get it. I really don't. The characters are cool, I guess, but it's just not doing it for me. As you guys can see, it's been a very hit or miss month. But next up is something I really enjoyed, which is Chain Soldier. The artwork was a little bit jarring at first, but then when I got past that, I really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to volume 4. I mean, it's dumb, horny fantasy action with some comedy in there. What's not to like? A massive disappointment by 7 Seas, not in terms of what's in here. The content is fantastic, but there's no color pages. The previous 4 volumes had like 30 plus color pages. This doesn't have a single one. This and Osaki-chan having no like embossed like titties like the other volumes, it's a disgrace. 7 Seas. Y'all are cutting corners where you're not supposed to cut corners. And volume 2 of Colorless. This is the last volume I read. I'm in the middle of volume 3, so I didn't include that in this month's reading log, but it's a decent action sci-fi series. The art is fantastic. It reminds me very much so of Dorohedoro and Die Dark in terms of art, but the story is it's a solid 7 out of 10 so far. Not sure how long it is or how long it will be, but I'm enjoying it. Anyways, guys, that's all I had. The novels, the manga. Hopefully, I get to read more in July, because that's when I'm going on vacation. But you'll know how it goes. Sometimes you just don't have time to read, and there's games to play and TV shows to watch and YouTube to catch up on, and you know, just other stuff outside of reading. But I do enjoy reading, so I do make an effort to make time. Next up on the channel will be a manga haul. I'm not sure when, because I have a box, but it doesn't have a lot of volume, so I might just wait because I have a bunch ready to ship. It all depends. We'll see. Just a heads up, next video is a manga haul. Hope you guys enjoyed and like my thoughts on some of these reads, even though they weren't exactly extremely positive. I didn't hate everything I read, I just was not super thrilled with everything. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.